Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I wanted to just chat a little bit about what I've been up to in terms of reading for the past couple months when I've been gone, and slight spoiler alert, I haven't read a lot in the last few months. Well, lies. I read like 10 books in November and I read 4 in November, but that's the December one was a lot less than I've read in any other month in the year. And I've actually really quite enjoyed it. I've been doing a lot of other different bits and bobs, and I've been rereading, which I haven't done in forever. So we'll just rewind a little bit to like what has happened since I stopped filming before. So I would say a few weeks after I stopped filming, Tom and I made the decision we were going to move in together, and I started going through my stuff, and I was kind of staring at my last Round the World books and going, you don't bring me joy anymore, and I'm finished with this. And I'd kind of spoken about that already on the channel, but I just made the choice that I was like, no, it's time to let go. So I probably have saved like 6 or 7 books, but that's it, and I probably got rid of like 30, and I took this to a charity shop, so I haven't gone to waste, don't worry. So I kind of got rid of Round the World and then was like, what am I going to do? I don't really want to buy a load more books. So I didn't really buy many books, if any books actually, in November, maybe 1 or 2 in November and December. So I started picking up stuff to read again. I reread The Secret History, I reread A Little Life, both of which I really loved, and I haven't reread a book for ages. I don't know if I've reread books like during booktube, so it was just really lovely to just settle in with a story I knew and not feel like the little bit of guilt I've felt historically when I've done that, and yeah, I just really liked that as a process. And then I knew I was getting some books for Christmas because I'd asked for them. We're a list Christmas household rather than a suggestions or completely random Christmas household. So I knew I'd get some books from my list, and I've got a little pile of books that I'm really excited for, and ones that were like new releases that I knew I wanted to get to. So I've got that little pile of like what I'm working on at the moment, alongside just a few of those Around the World books. But I did kind of slow down in terms of reading, like full stop, in December, partly because it was just kind of like a lot else was going on, like at the weekends and stuff. Like Tom and I were moving, so we had to like move the rooms around, and then we had 2 weekends where we were like actually doing the move, so like driving to and from with stuff. So everything's here now, but that took up like quite a lot of my like free time. And with work being really busy as well, I just didn't tend to read a lot, though I read A Little Life throughout that month, and that was like 700 pages, so it's a bigger book than I would normally read, certainly. And actually it's quite nice. I've watched a lot of telly, I've watched quite a lot of Would I Lie to You, and I haven't really watched many films, but I started doing some jigsaws and stuff in the evening that again I normally would have felt a bit like guilty for, but I've done those and it's been really nice. And Tom and I have just been kind of chilling out and hanging out and doing stuff, and it was just a really nice month. Though I'm excited to get back to some more reading. Like now I kind of feel like I've got a few little bits I need to do still. I've still got to do my qualification write-up, but then I kind of feel that I'm in a place where actually I'm going to have probably more time, because I'm not driving to and from Tom's anymore, and we see each other every night, so it's not like every weekend I have to go and do this drive, and at the time there is not a time I can film, all of those things. So I think reading and filming is going to be easier, and I'll feel like I've got more time to do it in from now on, really, once I've done these 2 days. And it's exciting. I'm probably not going to read as much as I've read in previous years. I think one of the things I've learnt from my break is that actually at the moment I think I want my reading to be a little bit lower key than it has been. Not in terms of like levels of importance, but like not focusing on so much on my goals. I'll talk about this a bit more when I make my 2019 goals video, but like not having the goals be more than the process, and I think taking the break was really helpful for that. So that's kind of where I've been for the last 2 months reading wise. I will do a wrap up of some variety, probably at the end of the year. I think that's easiest, about what I've read in those few months and what I enjoyed. But I'm not going to go through that all now because there's not going to be time. Yeah, let me know what you guys have been up to, like not just reading, though you can tell me about all the books you've read that you think I should read, but just life stuff. So what have you done in November and December? Do you celebrate Christmas? If you do, did you have a good one? Yeah, all of those bits and pieces. It'd be lovely to have a chat and just see how you all are. Look after yourselves until I see you again.